But stay tuned because we do have some great Rivals rewards, even though we didn't get great rewards in Pro.
Two of the elite boxes managed to finish top in Division 1 and also top in the squad, so okay, apparently nothing. Well, we'll see how this goes anyway. Hopefully it's better than... What do you mean?
What does it say? Unable to find a unique matching printable player.
And none of them really got anything going, so...
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Under 23 Road to Glory. Cal is going absolutely crazy in the comments Premier League. Emil's side is going double decisive, and we do manage to pick up a player from the comment section in the video today. Hope you guys do enjoy. If you do, please remember to leave a like. If you're new around here, subscribe. Let's get on to the video today.
Boy, do we have a mad episode today. Rivals rewards will be class.
Yep, and before we get on to the rewards today, of course, we'll be looking at the comments Premier League. Shout out to you lot getting in the comments as always of the videos. We do really appreciate all the community support on this series, especially because it's been one of the series. It's like a staple of the channel. You know, we're 30 odd episodes in, so yeah, obviously, yeah, it's really overwhelming to still get this kind of support on a series like this, and it just shows that you guys really do enjoy it, and yes, very motivating to carry on. And with that being said, obviously a lot of picks for the man Naipan, and you already know he absolutely let us down and did not score very well. And yeah, in terms of the comments Premier League, the only person to pick up points this week was Cal. So fair play to Cal. A little round of applause.
Yeah, no shock there. No shock there. Good knowledge.
Yeah, good ball knowledge from Cal. So yeah, we'll delete everyone's entry last week. And yeah, for those of you guys that don't know what the Comments Premier League is, of course, all you need to do is comment on this video who you think is going to be the best performing player in our gallery this weekend. And yeah, hopefully we can all do a better job and give Cal a bit of competition. With that being said, Schmitter is still top, and he's been top for a little while, so I think Cal's coming for your throne, Schmitter, so make sure you're on point with that comment in this video. And yeah, looking at our results then over the weekend, and Cal, I'll let you kick things off, mate.
Yeah, it's a bit samey. It's happened the past few weeks. It's just not been great.
Yeah.
Not been
Yeah.
great at all. A couple of DMPs really didn't help. A couple lineups, but yeah, it's only three players to get decisives is a little bit rough. And no one really got any AA.
Yeah.
Looking at it now, so it's just a bit difficult, really. It's just one of them weeks again, but you know, Naipan on another day would have scored 70, 80. Viti might turn up again. We never know. So yeah, it's on their day. It could have been very different, but unfortunately, it just wasn't to be.
Yeah, and sort of as we said on the, I guess as we said on the last episode, it's this sort of like, I don't mind too much that they're not performing right now, because obviously the competition is going to be quite hard. Like we said in the last episode, like the this sort of transitional phase between the end of the European season. It would be hard for us to win rewards anyway, because obviously competing against players that are playing in Europe, especially if they've played for the entire season, in theory they should be scoring better near this part of the season, because they're proper like into the football like ebb and flow, whereas a lot of these players, they're starting their season, and obviously we know at the start of a football season it sometimes takes you a little, you know, a little while to get back used to it, obviously after you've just had the summer break and whatnot. So yeah, to me, I guess for me and Cal, we kind of expected this to be a little bit of a rough patch, but we were prepared to take that hit, obviously, for the financial sort of side of things. So yeah, are you looking to become a Sorare manager? If so, I would really appreciate if you use the link down below in the description to sign up, because you'll be helping out a small creator like myself, and also the benefit that you guys get from that is if you buy 5 cards from the auction house or the instant buy market, then you'll receive £50 in-game credits. So the results weren't the best, but stay tuned because we do have some great Rivals rewards, even though we didn't get great rewards in Pro. But before we do that, we're going to talk about the business for this week. Take it away, Cal.
Yeah, so a little bit of movement here, just a couple of incomings. So looked at the comments from last video, and Huang J1 was one of the comments. Um, he looked quite good, and with the options we've got at the back, he seems like he'd fit in as one of the better ones. So managed to pick him up quite cheap at the time. I don't know what his price is now. And a new midfielder in Owen Wolf has joined. Yeah, needed to bring in another option in that midfield, especially with Jake Davis not playing last game, and V just not really doing anything. Needed someone who's at least in a bit of a better string of form. So yeah, just brought both of them in to sort of strengthen what we've got, and then hopefully they start performing where the other players couldn't.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to you boys. I believe MDK was the one that suggested the defender. So thank you very much for that. And we can always rely on the comment section to let us know on some potential players that we might be missing that could do well in the series. So appreciate you boys for that one. And without any further ado, we're going to get on to some rivals rewards for the week, which Cal actually managed to do a very good job in, and has got us some good boxes, I
Yes.
believe.
Yeah, so we have got, if I'm just going to double check this, two of the elite boxes managed to finish top in Division 1 and also top in the squad. So hopefully, well, no, we will get a card reward of some sort, whether it's a craft or out one of these boxes.
Cool.
And it looks like we might be able to have both. Go on,
Come
give
on,
us a card.
come on.
Ah, never mind. Never mind. But it is a craft.
We'll take it.
Uh, what's the splits on these?
Decent.
Okay, apparently nothing. Well, we'll see how this goes anyway. Hopefully, it's better than. What do you mean?
What does it say? Unable to find a unique matching printable player for what? For
For
Yashoti Suzuki. Alright, so
who's
I'm
that?
guessing it's trying to give us that card, but it can't give us that card.
I mean, give us another one.
What?
I mean,
Wait, who is this guy that's
what's
searching?
this?
Yet what?
Wait, what
What
did he
is
even
going
say?
on?
I'm,
I
I'm
don't
losing my head.
know. Suzuki?
Yeah.
SSUZ. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wait.
Oh, imagine it was the keeper.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
isn't it that guy, the Janazuki, or no?
no, no.
Oh,
Wait, isn't that a team?
Yoshi Take. Yoshi Take.
Oh, it's this guy.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Oh, I hope it's not. What do you mean you can't? Oh, is it because he's in the promo? But then just print me the promo.
Yeah, that is so weird.
Uh,
I'd be interested to see like if when it does let us craft, is it just gonna give us this card? Like, because we
yeah,
still
I
have
mean
the essence, right? That is so
everything's there.
strange. Yeah. Okay.
So it's all predetermined then. That's boring.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, we guess that we've got that. And yeah, Cal, do you want to quickly show off to the boys as well what common cards you got for the
Oh,
new
yeah.
rivals? So of course we can't yield any more from rivals, unfortunately, for the series. So this is going to be our next route to the free to play stuff, which we can't really yield from, which is yeah, obviously a story for another video, but yeah, I think that it's quite controversial right now. A lot of people have lots of different opinions on the new game mode, and I think ultimately we're all just sort of agreeing that we miss rivals. So hopefully they do something about that. But yeah, these are the players that we got in the common pack or whatever it was. I believe you opened the champion one, right? Or was it La
Yeah, I
Liga?
think it was. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's champion, and then got rid of the players that didn't play. I think I got a backup keeper that just didn't play, and some other players. So I
Mm.
was like, okay, I'll do a La Liga one because I still had a load of La Liga players,
Mm.
and I got absolutely realmed with these options.
At least
So
you got two goalkeepers though. It's not too bad.
Yeah, just no midfielder
Mm,
that plays.
yeah. Yeah, relatable on my account. I've got terrible as well. So yeah, that's all of the free to play and rewards out of the way for this week. And yeah, up next we have the lineup. I guess the lineup builds for the weekend, and of course, every single week I do preface by saying that this is absolutely subject to change. We might not go with this in the end, and especially as you guys can see, there is actually a position missing at the moment, because some of the players that we are like, some of the players in our gallery are like up in the air as to what's happened with them, so we have to wait for news there. But yeah, the first lineup looks very good, and we actually have a double game week from one of the boys here, and yeah, we've pretty much gone Rosenborg with the same. We've got a defensive stack from this team. I'm not even going to try and pronounce their name. And then we've got Rosenborg in the middle, and then a double game week guy. So actually looks very strong. The first team, hopefully Naipan can do well for us. And then the second team is actually looking pretty like strong, but fixtures not the best. So we'll see how that one goes. And then the third team, to be honest, is going to be these four. But the extra position, I believe, is up in the air between three players, right, Cal?
Yeah, so it's between a few players that
Yeah.
didn't feature last week or that just feature off the bench. So yeah, I believe it was Hijari Kato, Jake Davis, both didn't play last week and can't seem to find any information on that.
Yeah.
And then Utaro Oda, who just seems like a bench player at the moment, which is not ideal. Unfortunately, one of the new signings we got, I believe, has no game this game week, so it's a bit frustrating. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
So
just
yeah, pretty much
what it is.
we're just hoping that one of them three is likely to play, so we can plug them into the last team. And yeah, I mean, anyway, that the last team's not saying that they'll probably score the best, won't they? But
Yeah, it always happens.
yeah, but yeah, anyway, that's how we're lining up for the game week, or something like this, anyway. And yeah, Cal, do you want to go ahead and pick your player for the Comments Premier League, mate?
Yes, yes, I will. And I think I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Naipan.
Naipan, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't pick him last week, and it benefited you. So let's see if he can benefit you again by probably scoring well. And I'm gonna go with. Oh, actually, I haven't really thought about it this week. Um, Do you know what? Is it? I'm gonna go with the double game week guy.
Oh, Koki.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Koki. Yeah, purely because he's double game week, no other reason. Yeah, let us know in the comments who you guys are going to pick from these lineups. Yes, now, boys, we have a fantastic opportunity for those of you guys that do become members on the channel in April. I will be giving away one MLS in season stack built by yours truly. How you become a member on the channel is click the join button down below. You can see all the exclusive perks to becoming a member alongside being entered into the giveaway this month. So looking at the MLS side of the gallery then, unfortunately San Diego did not perform the greatest this weekend. And yeah, Cal, I don't know if you managed to watch the game at all, but just looking at the stats here, it doesn't look too pretty. But yeah, Charlotte obviously a great team, so yeah.
Yeah, it's probably as one-sided as it could go, really. Yeah, it's unfortunate, I guess. I think it's the first time. Well, obviously the first time that San Diego have been humiliated like that, but seems like it's the first time that they've not really had many chances going on. Like I know they drew 0-0 to St. Louis, but even in that game back then still had 15 shots, and in this game they had what, like, I think it was 9, but
Yeah.
most of them off target.
Well,
Um
I'm guessing that probably um, as soon as they got that red card, they're just
yeah.
like trying to protect their goal difference. I'm assuming. So probably just didn't want to go forward too much. But yeah, I think no matter what team you are, if you're getting a red card in the 40th minute and you're already 1-0 down, it's not looking good, is it? It's not looking good.
Yeah,
So,
it was a different sort of system as well. They brought in Reyes, who got sent off.
mhm,
They brought in Alejandro to start in midfield and Thomas Angel as well. And none of them really got anything going. So I don't know if that's just a little bit of an oversight on the manager's half there, which seems a little bit bizarre because yeah, Charlotte are one of the top teams in the MLS, so it seems like a misstep or a misjudgment. I don't know if there was some potential like slight injuries that meant that the likes of Delator and Godoy didn't start, or what there, but just seemed a little bit odd.
mm,
An odd showing. It's very different to the very quick counter-attacking play that they have shown all season.
yep,
But it was also away from home as well, so it's got a bit of that in there.
yeah,
But can't dwell on it too much. They've got a couple of nice games coming up soon, so it could all change very quickly.
yeah. So in terms of Sorare then, or Sorare scoring, of course we didn't yield anything from the game week. Obviously with a 3-0 loss. But yeah, I
Yeah,
guess the best team was 281, with obviously
yeah.
Kalina getting the clean sheet. Um, and then yeah, the San Diego stack got 269, which I believe was, is it relegated? Cal?
So both teams are relegated now out of Div 1. That being both in Div 1 lasted precisely 1 week, and now they're both in Div 2.
There you go. And then yeah, the third team, um, yeah, Negri didn't play. Oh, it's just, but yeah, that's all backups anyway, isn't it? So
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, so both teams that were in Division One are now in Division Two, unfortunately. But hopefully we can pull it back and get them back into Division One. And in terms of San Diego, what's their fixture list looking like? Then they got Real Salt
Uh,
Lake, and then
yeah,
Dallas.
Dallas. Yeah, Dallas is going to be a difficult one
Yeah.
with the form they're in, but Salt Lake at home
And
should be
then
a good
yeah,
game.
and then St. Louis. Yeah, oof. St. Louis and St. Louis will probably have Berkey back by then as well, so they'll be
Yeah,
good
it'll be an
defensively.
interesting, yeah, see how they do, especially well, I'm guessing it'll be his first game back if he is.
Hmm.
He might not be as good as he
Yeah.
was at the start, but he could also be a lot better.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
but then it is three home fixtures after that, and one of them being against LA Galaxy. Licking my lips at that at the
Yeah.
moment.
And Sport in Kansas City as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
it's a
nice.
couple fixtures coming up that are very much needed at the moment.
Yeah, need to make
Hopefully we can just be
sure.
in Div 1 before then.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's the only thing we need to do is make sure we're in Division One for the Sporting and the LA game. Which of course we'll make sure we are, picking the best lineups to try and do so. And yeah, I guess with that being said, Cal, have you thought about, are you going to change anything with the stacks going into this weekend, or are you rocking the same five?
I think it's just running it back with the same five. I mean, it's very rare that none of them really do anything. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think it's the same five. It's I think the only difference might have been the defender if I didn't put McVeigh in there before. Oh yeah, so McVeigh takes the place of Paddy McNair.
Mhm.
Um, but that's the only change there.
Yeah. I
Yeah, the
personally
rest of it's
think
the same.
I personally think McVeigh is definitely a better scorer. So yeah, I do back that. I do back that. I think you should be getting in the first team, or the main lineup. Which is of course, yeah. I mean, whenever you buy a stack, there's always at least, you can predict what you think is going to be the main stack, but ultimately you only learn from, I guess, your mistakes, if you like, or through the data as the games go on. I think a great example would be, obviously I had Newcastle this season, and I think most people at the start of the season were saying that Fabian Schär is going to be the defender of choice, in the Newcastle stacks, but we all quickly learnt that Lewis Hall was that man. So yeah, probably same sort of thing with San Diego. Obviously, it's always going to be a learning curve and we're always going to try and improve. But yeah, so maybe McVeigh can go into the starting lineup going into this weekend. So that is all we have time for in the under 23 Road to Glory this week. Of course, the account has seen better game weeks, but we have sort of said this in the episodes that this is sort of the rough period of the account because European season is still going, but we've obviously catered towards the summer. So yeah, it's all about building and learning from our mistakes, of course. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as we are enjoying making it, because yeah, we're 32 odd episodes in, and of course if you've got to this point in the video, you are an absolute real one, and we do really appreciate you lot. And yeah, with that being said, I do appreciate any likes, of course. If you've got to this point, I'm sure you've already done that for me. Of course, subscribe if you are new around here, and we'll catch you guys in a future video. Peace.